CFR Network, CFR Sports, UFC 264, massive pay-per-view events, and the highest paid athletes, Conor McGregor, the headliner, along with Dustin Poirier. It went down, mate. It went down last night. Let's unwrap the event. Overall, pretty good. Very entertaining, I would say. From the prelims up, really. Co-main events. Um, wasn't that exciting. I think Wonderboy could have done a little bit more in regard to the pressure. Very minimal blows were landed, but Durinho did enough in regards to takedowns to take that victory. As I say, not the most exciting, but a win is a win ultimately. Early prelims. What the hell? The Dagest, is he Dagestani or something? I don't know. Zhalgas Zhumagulov or something. You know, I always mess up these names. He looked excellent, and that guillotine that he put on Jerome Rivera, who I'm pretty sure is going to be cut now. I think this is the fourth fight he's lost. He had that shit tight. Yeah, the technique was excellent. First round submission. Brad Tavares, he put in that work, man. Looked real good. Omari, Akhmedov. Again, I've probably fucked his name up, but he very durable. Nice little back and forth, but Brad was a little bit more precise. Definitely an entertaining fight, and kept the levels up. Set the bar in regards to, look, we're here to fight, man. No lay and pray, as they say, or crutch sniffing without advancing position, man. Advancing position and causing damage. This is what it is all about. A strange one for me. Women's flyweight. Jennifer Maia took on Jessica Eye and won. In my opinion, I mean, I've got to go back and watch this fight again, but I thought Jessica did enough to win that fight. She was a lot more active. Jennifer was definitely putting in some work, but I don't know. In my humble opinion, I thought Jessica won that, even though she did that nasty cut. Pardon self, that the head clash caused. All that blood, it was disgusting. But this is what happens in combat sports. Do you really want to be a prize fighter? That is the question. Ryan Hall, very pleasant and intelligent gentleman. What on earth was he doing? Even Rogan was saying, like, the entries he was coming in, he must have did it like more double digit times, 10 plus times easily. This outside roll for the leg thing, he was just constantly doing it. It was weird to see. I was hoping he actually did what he wanted to do, so I could see what the end result was. Like, what was he? Some kind of Imanari kind of roll thing he was trying to do? I don't know. I'd love to see, like, what that was. That move would have progressed to be, but yeah, very strange. Decision. No, it wasn't a decision. What the hell am I talking about? The last time he he did that crazy move, and then he got hit going down, and because he wanted to continue to do this kind of, I don't know what you would call it. He was trying to hold him in some kind of weird way, and that put him in the worst position. It wasn't a defensive position, it was an offensive position, which left him in a position where Mayu was just raining some nice uppercuts and then some ground and pound. Poor Ryan Hall was out, I would say, after the second punch. That was crazy. Specialist, he's taken a lot of time off due to injuries, and people just don't want to fight him because he is that special in regards to these jiu-jitsu leg lock type of things. But yeah, he needs to round that game out. That can only get you so far. And as it was shown last night, you're going to get your head, boss. Round 1, 4 minutes and 47 seconds into it. Good performance from my Ilia. And another thing on the graphics. I almost totally forgot about this here. What on earth was going on with the sound on this massive pay-per-view? It was crazy. There was just like stadium shots but no sounds, and then you'd hear someone come in, and it was the weirdest thing. Whoever was in control of the sound, I'm pretty sure they would have been reprimanded, if not fired, because that was appalling, man. That was crazy for UFC events. And then the graphics for Ryan Hall said that he was a lightweight, and I'm thinking, lightweight? When did that happen? Like, I'm thinking, okay, what interesting matchups could we make for Ryan Hall if he's a lightweight? And I'm thinking Ferguson. I'm thinking obviously the champ. You know, clearly he's not in a position to challenge for that there. But I'm just talking about in regards to style. And then they can obviously announce him as a featherweight, and I was thinking, of course he's a featherweight. Why would they? Thinking maybe he changed weight class or something. But yeah, man, sort it out, UFC. That shit doesn't normally happen, but what it is what it is. Welterweight, Nicole Price took on Michel Pereira. Now, someone in the comments, please explain to me this Michel thing. Obviously, Michel is this is language based. So, do they pronounce this as Michel, as in like the feminine Michel, and if that's so, then how would they pronounce Michel in Portuguese? Then, like, is that Michael? Like, that's a bit of an anomaly there. But seeing the growth, he's not doing all that crazy stuff. You see him doing the bat flip and then flip from his back twice and all this kind of stuff. He's a physical specimen, as I say. He's very athletic, and he's now in a space and has a team who are homing these skills. With what he possesses and the power he's got, and athleticism, this could be a potential champion. Not straight away, he's still very rough around the edges. But that Nicole Price and Michel Pereira fight, 3 rounds, went all 3 rounds. It was an excellent back and forth. Again, in my humble opinion, Pereira won the first 2 rounds. You could give the last round to Niko. Pereira was definitely tired, and it's constant pressure, man. Constant pressure from Niko. Good fighter, man. Good fighter. Mr. Condit, 3-round decision loss against Max, the ear collector Payne Griffin. Similar sort of scoring I would give. Actually, would I? Would I even? Yeah, I'd potentially give the last round to Carlos, again conditioning wise, and he was a lot more aggressive in the rounds, the third round. I think based upon his experience, which he has a tremendous amount, 32 victories, 14 losses, against Max's 18 victories and 8 losses. He's used to these championship, fights, 5-rounders and stuff. So he pulls, he gets stronger and stronger. But in a 3-round fight, you've got to just get out. You got to get after it, as they say. The complexion of the fight could have changed. I mean, Max came out hot. Leg kicks, he would kick holy leg kicks. He was going for it. I think if Carlos was a bit more, I guess, took the same approach but more measured to reserve the energies reserves, could have been a different fight. Well, excellent performance, excellent win for Max. Um, have a legend on the win record. A very good thing. A very good thing. Um, main card. Chris Man. What again? I won't butcher his name. 9-5 took on Sean O'Malley. Sugar Show. Sugar Show. Sugar. 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 Sugar Show. 14-1. That was a excellent fight to start off the main card. Sean looked crisp as hell. Combinations were just flowing. But this making it his UFC debut on 11 days, Chris, everyone stand up and congratulate this guy. The heart, determination that this young man displayed and what's disappointing about it is he has now a TKO loss on his record. Now we can look at this two ways. Let's just stay in the same vein. He's got a TKO record, loss, third round, four 4 minutes and 33 seconds into it. Like Herb, the Herbster, he stopped it, man. There was going hellfire at the end. Sean O'Malley was cardiovascularly challenged. Forgot, he was on his back foot for, almost 15 minutes, still putting out a ton of volume, set a record in regards to strikes and stuff. Crazy. I think Herb could have let him either be, you know, he was still on his feet and he was swinging. His back wasn't turned. He wasn't shelled up or anything like that. I think he should have been allowed to go out on his shield, quote unquote, as they say. Um, we're looking at long term, and also, Herb is a proficient referee. He clearly saw something that he didn't like, and to preserve the fighter's safety, that's why he stopped it. So I can totally understand. Trustfully, I mean, looking at the bigger picture, you can't have fights like that all the time. Body is not designed to do